Lindsey Vonn's greatest turning point, which she speaks about quite often, was the move that her family made when she was 12 years old from Minnesota to Vail. It was not only a turning point as far as her career, but it was also a turning point in recognizing the amount of sacrifice her family has done. And she always said that she had to win because she had to make up for the sacrifices her family had done for her. This idea wasn't born from, let's just do this. Actually, interestingly enough, her father's family, when he was being primed to become a national skier himself, his family moved to Minnesota to do the exact same thing, where they moved to work with Eric Saylor, his coach, who became the coach of Lindsey when she was 7 years old. So it was kind of the steps that her father took when he was younger. So it was the steps that he understood that was necessary for her. However, moving to Vail was a massive sacrifice for the family. It is a family of 7. There were 7 kids in her family. They had to move to an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment. It was tiny. Her siblings had to give up their friendships, their goals, their dreams, because everything was now fully spotlighted on Lindsey. That move was because of Lindsey. And the added pressure that added to Lindsey, you could understand, it was monumental. Again, when I mentioned in the other video, so please go and watch the other video of Lindsey and how the pressure has worked for her. Not many kids could handle that kind of pressure. I know for a fact that if I told my sons, your entire life revolves around you, we have sacrificed everything, they would probably break and not continue. It's too much pressure. So don't use that as an example. However, it is an important part of how Lindsey became who Lindsey is. That's why we are constantly seeing she gets over injuries that the majority of athletes probably would never recover from, because of her strong mindset from those sacrifices, from her realizing that she is carrying her family with her wins, from her own mother's stroke when she was born. So all of this grit, this resilience, this mental training, this mental toughness is what has given Lindsey that edge. You could still teach your kids mental toughness and resilience. We do this mainly from when there are failures. We never ever say, that you are your failure. We learn from those failures. We show our son it's actually really good to have failures, and he is still loved unconditionally. None of that ever makes up for who he is. During her move, there were certain things that her family had done. Obviously, it was all revolved around Lindsey. So she joined the Vail competitive team, which was, interestingly enough, mainly boys. It was mainly a male environment. So